Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
So that's got things underway.
Now, Franco Baresi, still to this day, the ultimate benchmark for anyone of a defensive mindset, Jim.
Well, I'd be hard-pressed to name anybody who got close when it comes to reading the game as well as him. He leads by example, always timing his challenges to perfection and knowing instinctively when to bring the ball out of defence. It's almost like having a defender and a playmaker combined.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a... Can he finish?
Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Mateus gets on his bike and on the move. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Seedorf. And Edmilson. Oh, easy pickings there. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has reached...
Romario! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Romario really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Atletico Paranaense with the corner. There. And he's taking no chances there. Baresi. Cafu.
Quarter of an hour played.
Baresi is very much of the non-shall-pass school of defending.
Atletico Paranaense are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it.
Bullet. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And it's Iniesta.
Roberto Carlos.
Can he get on the end of this? Looking to play him in towards the back.
He's rising!
Lahm is there to clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. No, he's not going to get any further than that.
Now it's Romario. Roberto Carlos.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's going for goal! It's loose, and oh, what has happened here?
And he welcomes it in. Seedorf. And it's Messi. Messi. Threads one in. That is good progress on the left. Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. No, he's not getting past him there.
Yaya Toure.
Iniesta.
Oh, this is a very good run.
And it's Messi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
And here's Ibrahimovic.
Now that's well seen too. He won't be happy with that one. Look at the space here.
Chance! It's in! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
No, that's been intercepted. That's the end of the first 45.
Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Atletico Paranaense clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Oh, good take in a good area.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Gullit wins the duel this time.
He's got away. And here's Suarez. Neymar. Goes for a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a good foray he's making. Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Iniesta. Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
He's found a way through.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Romario clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And Gullit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Atletico Paranaense have their second corner now. They've played it short. And he's in on goal. Swings it across.
And he gets rid in a hurry. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Oh, great leap!
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Iniesta. Wriggles his way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Roberto Carlos.
Looking for the run.
And this is Gullit.
Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Pinches it off him.
Well, they've got it again.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now it's Romario.
He's picked his way through.
Pepe did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's shifting through the gears here. Romario stood his ground strongly. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Iniesta. And Mateus. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And he's managed to get free. And he shoots! Oh, that could be pivotal! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And that is that. Atletico Paranaense have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Romario claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So a game of thrills and tiny margins, so many what-ifs and what-might-have-beens, but eventually we have a winner.
Atletico Paranaense.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we? That could spell trouble. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people.
Shoot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Yamal. Pull it. And it's Roberto Carlos. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. Romario. Bullet! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And he's quick to return it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Lovely pass, but shot a goal! Goal! Celtic! And we have liftoff! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Romario finding himself in space. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now, what about a counter-attack? Stojkovic. Stojkovic will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's had a shot!
Atletico Paranaense are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
It's a pretty loose pass. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Maldini. And it's Roberto Carlos. Strong running down that left flank. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his, good at driving forward. Roberto Carlos. Hullet gets on the end of things as a matter of habit. And Hullet! And that's a sharp finish. They have come roaring back.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Yamal really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Now that's well seen too. Pass is just off target. Opts for safety. And back to the keeper. Roberto Carlos. He's had it taken off him. And he welcomes it in. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually. Might want to be careful there.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Pullet showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And it's Vieira. Roberto. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Mateus. Now, can they get him away? No, that pass isn't the best. Jude always looking for that half a chance. Now it's Romario. Knocks it out wide. Drives and a header! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ended up in no man's land. Mateus. Now it's Pullet. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Crosses it in. He leaps for it off the post. And he's there to belt it away. And it's Iniesta. Iniesta. Roberto Carlos. Iniesta gets flagged offside. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. This is a promising build-up. Iniesta gets on his bike and on the move. That is good alertness.
Celtic definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
De Paul. That's destined for the flank. That's where it came from. Pullet looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
He's cut it out. Juve. De Paul. And it's Belletti. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And he's got the beating. Can he finish? You've got to be quick to recover this.
Substitution for Celtic. Number 21, Stojkovic.
Intercepts the throw. That's
Number
well read.
9, Rodrigo
It's a
de
good
Paul.
foray he's making.
Number 7, Yamal. Number 18,
Looking for options. And he shoots!
Youth. Number 14,
Park
Messi.
Ji-sung.
Coming on the field, number 8.
Atletico
Semedo.
Paranaense.
Perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Number 22, Park Ji-sung. Number
He's had a
19,
shot! Messi! Genius! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
The goal scored for Atletico Paranaense.
Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he cut it so perfectly. I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
75 minutes played. Good take, and is he in? Desai can clear it away.
Celtic really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Big chance! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Impressive jump! Another one of football's and how moments.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Ronaldinho. And he's had it nicked away. And that is a little undercooked. Belletti.
Memphis Depay. Really didn't have enough to concern the defence.
Oh, easy pickings there. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. And it's Ronaldinho.
Two added minutes
Nicely
has
aimed
been
pass.
indicated.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time.
Celtic have got it back and they'll have another go.
And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none.
Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it.
So it's down to business here.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
The peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Ball looks a good one. Ronaldinho. Can he get on the end of this? It's run loose here. Chance to deliver. It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Pirlo is strong enough. Ronaldinho.
This is a promising build-up.
Del Piero! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
Actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
Pass somewhat off target.
Van Dijk is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Oh, that's nice. And it's Van Dijk, and he's quick to return it. Mateus
Produces the perfect tackle there.
That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Where it came from.
That is ended up in no man's land.
A good play on the left-hand side here. Roberto Carlos. And here's Hullet.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Atletico Paranaense leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Van Dijk gets across and deals with it.
Vinicius Junior. Fortuna Sittard couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
And it's Bale.
Pirlo. Del Piero. Atletico Paranaense are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And it's made its way to him. Vinicius Junior gets into a good position. And now they can clear their lines. Rummenigge.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Atletico Paranaense with their first corner.
The first in the game for either side, actually.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter.
We expected better, and so did he.
Takes the shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeper. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Atletico Paranaense leading by 1 at the break.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Atletico Paranaense just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Czech herring after the ball here. Vinicius Junior is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Gullit running with the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Ronaldinho gets his final warning.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
And it's Iniesta. And that should get the job done. Bale. Atletico Paranaense just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Fortuna Sittard appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the
Chance for a shot! And there's a goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
We're looking at a different game now. And the shot! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And again they hit the front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they...
And it's been given away.
Pretty robust defending.
Pirlo. Hasebe. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, he's bustling through here. Tries one from range. Incredible! Just incredible! He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
He's having a shot! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Probably be looking to play it square from here. Cleared away. And here's Gullit. No, he refuses to take the bait. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And he's had it nicked away. Can he get it through? This is Iniesta. He'll try from distance. No, not quite.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Iniesta, Gullit. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Atletico Paranaense have their second corner now. Yaya Toure! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Rafael Varane. Gullit gets on his bike and on the move. Iniesta, he is through here. Chance, surely!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Varane is there and he can get that clear. Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bale. It's Ronaldinho. He won't be happy with that one. Maldini. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Gullit. Hasebe does well not to be outdone there. Ronaldinho. And the referee brings it to a close. Atletico Paranaense, looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Ibrahimovic, very much the hero in this game. How would you sum up what we've... Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So that's got things underway. Madagascar have chosen to line up 5-4-1 here, it seems.
Conservatism would appear to be at play, Peter. However, we don't quite know what their motives are just yet. It could well be as it looks, but it might also be a way of deceiving the opposition into thinking that they're just going to sit back and then hope to produce an aggressive counter-attack or two. This system can accommodate that, and I certainly hope we're going to get something positive in response, and it's not going to be all defence.
That has been cut short.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Hakimi proves too strong.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. And Aubameyang! Oh, what a mistake! Crosses it. Oh, good effort! Nearly, but not quite.
Aubameyang certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Iniesta. Bullet. Very early stages, Jim, but anything... Mateus! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Serginho. Raul. And it's Serginho. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Here's Tchouaméni.
Madagascar definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Now it's Aubameyang. Defending of the desperate variety. Goes down, but nothing given.
Aubameyang clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. Mateus. Hoisted in. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Such good technique.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, it's played into the area. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Yaya Toure. Bullet looking for the... And Bullet! It's hit the upright. No, just not quite.
Bullet certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Hakimi. Yamal. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Serginho. Raul. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now the breakaway. That pass has been well intercepted. Raul. And they've got a throw. Delivers the ball. That's a decent clearance. Nicely weighted ball. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Aubameyang is herring after that one. And it's Hullet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither. Hullet! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. And Atletico Paranaense take the lead. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Number 17.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Now it's Aubameyang. Yamal takes a shot! Atletico Paranaense leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. He's being urged. It's Ibrahimovic! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Atletico Paranaense are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break.
And here's Aubameyang. Hullet. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Atletico Paranaense looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Away we go again. Looking for the run. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's managed to get rid. Nicely aimed pass. Pass is just off target. Could move up a gear here. Pavlovic. Hakimi. No outsmarting him this time. Iniesta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. That has not gone well. And they can counter here. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's fabulous. Hakimi simply refused to be outdone there. Real chance! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Matheus Cunha. Now it's Aubameyang. And they win it back again. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Madagascar are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And here's Raul. Iniesta. And the pass is intercepted. Roberto Carlos is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And it's from Mario. Iniesta aimed beyond the defence. Oh, nice touch. Roberto Carlos, and he's whipped it across.
just cruising. They are cruising. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. How very smart. He just got it right.
Bullet really has looked sharp, hasn't he? I get the feeling he fancies himself against this defence now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Romario! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Atletico Paranaense really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Roberto Carlos deals with that comfortably. Roberto Carlos with the clearance. Searching pass he's played there. And this is it's Ibrahimovic! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Ibrahimovic really can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Substitution on the field. Number 5.
So we have movement on both
Hakimi.
benches.
Number 22.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Number 6.
Atletico Paranaense have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something.
Yamal! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Lamine Yamal clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Number 14.
Spence.
Messi. Number 4. John Evans.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Spence. And he shoots! And again! And it's in! And they are right back within touch! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And it's gone back to the keeper. That's a good foray he's making. Maguire does well to get it back. Serginho. Here's Matheus Cunha. And here's Aubameyang. He might be in here. Ronaldinho. It's played through for him. Well, that defending is shapes to shoot! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
And it's Serginho. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. That's good play. He's having a hit! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, they could be caught out here. It's Son Heung-min! And that's a good finish. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
So now the difference is 3.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Oh, what has happened here?
Not the most convincing of passes.
Oh no, it's an own goal!
Ah, I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise.
And that's that. Atletico Paranaense, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
David De Gea, simply because of the remarkable strides he's made to earn the worldwide respect that now exists. From an insecure, hesitant spell, he's grown into a supremely confident...
Chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Iniesta. Yaya Toure. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's burst through. Dani Olmo towering forward here. Dani Olmo. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Maldini with the clearance.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
O'Reilly. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, strongly challenged there. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. And here's Dani Olmo. Mateus looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Defending here is really tight. And here's Hullet. Roberto Carlos picks it up out. Oh, great leap! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! Oh, lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Atletico Paranaense have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Played backwards here. Atletico Paranaense very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Tries to pass it through. Oh, it's Dembele. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dembele. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Atletico Paranaense are looking to go forward now. Iniesta. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Hullet constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, super ball! He's rising! Oh, off the bar! Not a bad try by any means.
Well, Peter, sometimes that happens. You get a great connection, and yet that proves to be the problem. It was too good to go in.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Atletico Paranaense do have a chance to counter here. Atletico Paranaense are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And it's Dembele. And here's Totti. Mateus. Desai with the clearance. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's got the beating of his man. It's Ibrahimovic! Oh, it's hit the post! And that is well cleared. Now it's Dani Olmo. That's good vision. Dembele, and he's managed to get free.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
O'Reilly. Yaya Toure. Couldn't squeeze it through. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now he's got space here. Floated through. De Gea clears. And that is the end of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Atletico Paranaense up by 1 goal at the halfway point.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Atletico Paranaense with the game's only breakthrough, it's 1-0. So straight into the second half. Atletico Paranaense currently ahead by the smallest of margins. And there's the shot! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Bullet simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Now it's Romario. That is good alertness. Iniesta. Pullet getting forward. Mateus, played out wide. In towards the back stick. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Totti.
Atletico Paranaense have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Mateus is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Oh, what has happened here? Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Yaya Toure! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And this is Roberto Carlos. Here comes the cross.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Dembele. Gravenberch. Tries a shot! And it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So they have it all to do again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Bullet. Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Dembele. Dembele! Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Corner number 2 then.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 9. Camisa 14.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Camisa 8. Deixando o campo.
He has found a way through.
Camisa 15.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camisa 21. Camisa 19.
Can he get it through? Oh, played through for the wide man. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's gone loose. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Olmo. Zanetti. Onana. And here's Totti. Mbappe is onto this. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Totti. Yamal, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Yamal, muscular approach does pay off here. Thuram. And it's Zanetti. And here's Totti. He's on it, can he get away? And that's an excellent interception. He slipped, whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Atletico Paranaense really could have done without this.
Substituição em andamento.
A lot hinges on this one. The comeback is complete. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
And here's Son Heung-min.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Thuram. Stood up well to him there. Yamal. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Great defending, strong and determined. Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness. And that is that. Atletico Paranaense pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away nothing. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding quality about him is his maturity, especially when it comes to making the right decision.
And Messi! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
In with the challenge. Mateus. That's a good run down the left. That's a shade optimistic. And the pass is intercepted. Yamal. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Now it's Haaland. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Now, what about a counter-attack? Yaya Toure. And it's Ibrahimovic. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing
Ibrahimovic! Goal! Atletico Paranaense! And Atletico Paranaense take the lead.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. More and more pressure on the ball here. That's a little off target. Now it's Romario. That ball looks a good one. Picked out, chance for a shot! Ruud Gullit, beyond special! What a player! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Atletico Paranaense are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've...
Oh, he's 1-0. It's Ibrahimovic! Now, who's going to be first to this? A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Iniesta. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Iniesta. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Good take, and is he in? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Roberto Carlos. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. This is Romario. Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gullit! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Yaya Toure. Mateus, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Well, that is one way to stop him. Chance here to counter. It's a pretty loose pass. Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. McAllister. And it's McAllister. And it's Romario. And it's been played through. Oh, now he can... And Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely bit of skill. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Yamal.
Atletico Paranaense have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. McAllister. Baresi makes a dash for it. Ibrahimovic! Wonderful from Ibrahimovic! A finish of true class! And they are disappearing out of sight. And this is Ibrahimovic, shoots! Just cruising! They are cruising! 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. That is... And that signals the end of the first period. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Atletico Paranaense have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Just a quick reminder today, please refrain from parking outside.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone in